Welcome to Tokyosaurus. So what's up in Japan? We all know that Jojo Part 5 is coming pretty soon in October 2018. And of course, with Jojo being super popular in Japan, they decided to hold an official fan participation project called Jojo Sapiens, where they basically gave a questionnaire, or almost like a census, to more than 17,000 fans to answer to give everyone a pretty good idea of how the average Jojo fan, or as they would like to call it, Jojo Sapien, would look like. The census is actually pretty detailed, including not only everyone's favorite JoJo series, characters, stands, and whatnot, but it also included stuff like their age, their income, whether or not they had a girlfriend, if they liked cats or dogs better, or if they believed in ghosts. It was a pretty bizarre questionnaire overall, but definitely one worth checking out on their official website. But now we definitely have a pretty accurate and detailed description of the average JoJo fan, at least in Japan, so let's get right into those details. Starting off with gender, as you can see, we have 50.2% being males, and 48.3% being females, and 1.5% being other, so it's pretty evenly distributed. For the age group, this one is probably more interesting. We have 0.1% for people 9 years old and below, so definitely not for young kids. 33% for people between 10 to 19, 36.5% for people in their 20s, about 20% for people in their 30s, and about 9% for people in their 40s. So JoJo is definitely not just popular for edgy teens, but also for people in the older demos. And there are also more people in their 60s or older that like JoJo more so than kids below 9 years old. So that's pretty impressive. So next we have an average height being 165 cm and weight being 58.7 kg, as well as body fat percentage being 19.6%. Nothing too surprising here, but next they actually got, I guess, people's faces from the questionnaire as well, because they made this fake person's face with the data of everyone's faces of the people who participated. Definitely can pass for a real life JoJo character with that face and also that wacky pose. Now the next big question was just how many JoJo fans actually have a girlfriend. Which is kind of weird to ask because it seems like there are both guys and girls in this questionnaire, but without making any assumptions, I'm just gonna put it out there. 33% answered yes and 66% answered no. And seeing as how this was probably done over the internet, that number will never be accurate anyways. Next one was, have you ever been cheated on? 19% answered yes and 80% answered no. So it seems like quite a few JoJo fans have had thoughts or F-boys as their SO, but luckily for them, they also have JoJo and JoJo will never leave them. Now the next section, they actually called it the soul section, where they gave you a scenario and you had to make a choice. So listen carefully and tell me which one you would pick to determine your soul. So a trolley that was running on tracks suddenly became uncontrollable and runs at a tremendously fast speed. At this rate, the 5 workers at the end of the railroad will be run over and will all die. At this point, you are in a place where there is a branching device that can switch the trolley onto another track. 5 people will be saved if you switch branches, but the catch is there is 1 worker who is at the end of the switched track. So the question is, do you switch the splitter and save 5 people and kill 1 worker? Or will you have blood on your hands anyways because you didn't switch it even though you could have? 67% answered they would switch the track and 33% answered they will not. Definitely let me know what you guys would do down in the comments below and why. I think I would definitely switch it, but then part of me would think, who am I to decide the fate of that 1 worker down in the second track? And also, who am I to decide that these lives of the 5 workers at the top is worth more than the life of the 1 worker at the bottom? Deep questions, but onwards. Now, favorite manga other than JoJo obviously. In first place we have One Piece, second place we have Hunter x Hunter, and third place we have Dragon Ball. Pretty solid choices, but I actually expected Hunter x Hunter to be at the top here for some reason. Favorite subjects, languages, math, and creature, is that Pokemon? Onto IQ. So this will answer the age-old question, do you need a high IQ to enjoy JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? And we finally have a definitive answer. The average IQ of a JoJo fan is 112.5. Let's see. High IQ is anything above 115. So the answer is no, you literally do not have to have a very high IQ or even a high IQ to be a JoJo fan. So we're all fine, don't worry. Favorite JoJos. Okay, so the most popular JoJo part voted by real JoJo fans, and don't get butthurt, is Part 5 Golden Wind, taking the crown at 19%. Part 4 Diamond is Unbreakable is number 2 with 17.5%. Part 3, Stardust Crusaders, is number 3 at 17.3%, pretty close. And Part 7, Steel Ball Run, which is my favorite part, is at 12.1%, which I truly believe would be much higher if more people actually read it, and definitely will shoot up in popularity once it's animated in probably 2075. On to top 5 favorite stands: Heaven's Door at number 5, Zawarudo at number 4, Crazy Diamond at number 3, Killer Queen at number 2, and Star Platinum at number 1. Is Dio not a meme in Japan? I don't know how it's at number 4. Now, arguably one of the most important questions in this questionnaire: dogs or cats? 39% answered dogs, 44% answered cats, and 15% answered neither. Now, how do we let cats win this one? Did you already forget what Iggy did for you? Did you forget his sacrifice? What has a cat ever done for you? But then, there are also 15% of JoJo fans that are complete monsters. Anyways, if you want to check out the full questionnaire, I left a link for you in the description below. And if you've noticed the lack of videos lately the last week or so, it's because I've actually gotten quite sick, nothing serious, but I lost my voice for a while, and still in the process of getting it back, but hopefully I'll be at 100% soon. Just wanted to keep you guys in the loop. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of the results of this JoJo questionnaire. Do you like what you saw? How close are you to the average JoJo fan? As usual, let me know down in the comments below. Thumbs up the video if you liked it, hit the bell if you're a JoJo fan, and I'll see you guys in the next one.